I came here, you know, with this body to do my very best chance to win. This was not me testing the water. This is me doing everything I can to get the win on the 17th, you know. I knew that with the tools I had, it would require strategy. I didn't think that it was possible for me just to step to the table with the tools that I possess and just defeat Denis from any neutral position to a winning position when they said go. I believed it would take a breakdown of what Denis possesses for me to get in. So that was my strategy. But I felt well prepared to execute. Denis is very smart. I have to give Denis a lot of credit for working with the tools that he has very well. Because even with his immense strength, if he had have played into my plan, I think it would have worked for me. Yeah. So he was smart. He used his strengths very wisely. If you don't have surprise in your fight, you are at a big disadvantage. And in his fingers, when I see how strong he is, and I understand that these are arm wrestling strengths, okay? And when you understand that these pure arm wrestling strengths are very hard to avoid on the table, there's little that you can do to surprise this strength. When you have these fundamental drives so secured, it boxed my strategy kind of into a corner. He didn't want to hold me quite as long that time, I don't think. I think that if he had to give me another 10 or 15 seconds to play, I think that's what it takes for me to beat Denis. Let me advance let me have like 10 or 15 seconds to get in the match, and then maybe I can stop him. I was like 100 eggs against the rock.
Strong champion. Really? Yeah. Him and Levon, maybe. Let's see that.
Короче, я сделал то, что обещал.
Then I come back.
And beast mode!
Let me just share some of my thoughts. Denis, you know how sometimes when you pull somebody, you're like, man, I would pull that guy tomorrow. I am like 3 months away. I got a real taste, you know, of everything that Denis is. And I'll tell you, I don't know if I'll ever beat that guy. Like, left-handed, I mean right-handed, I have a pretty good idea. Mad respect, okay? His strength is something that I have not ever felt before. Nobody in my life has been able to hold me the way Denis has. Very impressive. He gave me a lot and let me work.
Yeah. Oh, you see what's going on with that right arm?
Выносливость надо. Наработать, прибавлять. Так, чередую. Но в целом все хорошо идет. По силе. В приоритете выносливость все равно. Хватит ее, не хватит. Это уже турнир покажет. То есть в целом захотелось все-таки силы прибавить. Потому что видно то, что Девон посильнее стал. То есть, наверное, будет неправильно только выносливость тренировать. Поэтому выжимаем максимум. И там, и там.
I always believe anything is possible. With the right amount of work and dedication, anyone can be beaten. Denis is the top of the pile. For me to beat Denis is going to require, it's going to require more strength. That'll be the main thing, more strength, and I need to be able to stop the match on the outside, I believe, or the inside. You know, the key is I need to have a spot that's hard enough to stop him. If that's possible, then anything is possible. I would love to have a rematch with him, but I won't do it before I'm ready. November the 11th, Denis Tsyplenkov and I are set to have a match on the right hand, East versus West, super heavyweight world title. Denis is a very important figure for this piece in my mind. Denis taught me so much about sacrifice and about selflessness. 2018, Denis was one of the first ones to make me realize how immature my outlook was. I have a ton of respect for Denis. This Remembrance Day will be very special to me because it will be against the champion who taught me a lot about sacrifice. I'll see you on the table very soon.
Hello.
Mogła pan zasiąść! I'm gonna break him.
this Saturday. I'm looking so forward to it. I don't think I've ever in my life been as excited to fight a guy on an arm wrestling table. 15 years, since 2008, I've wanted this match. And now, it's gotten personal.
По сути, я тоже к этому иду. Я тоже могу сказать как угодно. Но он сказал, я бы еще раз в своем формате. Ну, прям что-то возбудил, сказал мне, что это. Я говорю, это его право. Но если держусь, наверное, это его право говорить так. То есть он говорит то, что хочет говорить. Я буду выиграть. Но он в таком формате сказал. Как захотелось ему. Будем противостоять ему. Форму набрал. Будем пытаться выиграть.
I think all great sporting events need to carry something more than the sport itself. They need to carry emotion. Tonight was different. It was just a unique thing. When we arrived at the venue, it was just crazy. You could feel the tension. There was sort of an unbelievable night. I kid you not. We're here today. Absolutely biblical storm, thunder and lightning right up to the start of the event. It was strange actually. It was quite eerie. There was a sinister tension in the air, almost like the whole world could feel what was coming.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Thick Shake, Denis Tsyplenkov! Ladies and gentlemen, this man needs no introduction and is the reigning and defending East versus West Super Heavyweight World Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the Superboy, Soldier Boy, from the frozen north of Canada, no limits, Devon Larratt!
And the event capped off by a historical classic match. A match that everybody's wanted to see for so long. A match that those two athletes have wanted to contest for so long. In 2018, when these guys met on the left arm, Denis was dominant, and I think he put a memory into the mind, into the psyche of Devon Larratt that literally changed the man, changed how he went about things, changed his whole approach to the sport and how he looked at things. He's spoken about it many times.
Boys, did you see that? See that, boys?
Çekil VIP'lerine git. Abi sen duymuyor musun beni ya?
And tonight, we saw the result of that. We saw the result of years, hour after hour of focus, and it all came out. You saw it. It all came out on the table tonight. And you could feel the atmosphere in this venue from the commentary booth to the back seats. It was absolutely unbelievable. Tonight was Devon Larratt's night, 2018. The shoe was on the other foot, and I hope that that is not the last time those guys meet at an arm wrestling table. I also hope that Denis Tsyplenkov doesn't take this loss too much to heart, and that he can find a lot of truth in what happened tonight. It was only his second match back, and this sport is in a little bit of a different place now. It's resurgent, it's really driving forward, and there's so many exciting matches for Denis. You could hear the appreciation, the adulation in this venue tonight for Denis and Devon, and it made a very, very special night that little bit more special.
Denis, I got to know you only in last 1 year. And you are not only one of the strongest arm wrestlers in the history, and you are one of the best person that I have met in this community. And I really would love to see you again competing. Arm wrestling is great, but arm wrestling with your presence even greater.
Show your appreciation and welcome back, Mr. Denis Tsyplenkov. The East versus West Super Heavyweight Champion of the World, Devon Larratt.
You realise this is just a sport, and there will be highs and there will be lows, and that's what makes this thing wonderful. It's what creates the passion. It's what drags people into the sport of arm wrestling, and tonight was a high. I'm not sure there's been a bigger one for Devon. This mattered a lot, you know.
Thank you, Engin Terzi, for taking arm wrestling to this level. Huge thanks to Denis Tsyplenkov. World level, one of the great, I consider Denis to be one of the greatest arm wrestlers, greatest strength athletes ever to grace the sports and sport in general. I want to say, please don't misinterpret sometimes what happens before the fight. For me, the fight starts as soon as I sign the contract. Okay, I've been fighting Denis for the last 2.5 months, 3 months. I've loved every minute of it. As far as I'm concerned, the fight is done, and I can go back to loving Denis as an athlete and a friend.
The day, everything about it, the day, the date, what that means to him as an athlete. Last night when I saw him out at 2 a.m. and he was walking with Jody on the seafront, trying to get his head in the right place for what was probably the most important match to that man of his entire career. Some days you win, and today was that day.
And last but not least, someone who probably helps me more than anyone, someone who loves me, feeds me, picks me up and pulls me out of the bed when I lack the willpower to do so myself. Thank you, Devon Larratt, for all your time. Thank you for all you've done to help me. I probably wouldn't be here without you. So thank you for a great day, Engin, and hey, Levon, stay away from me. Don't. Very meaningful match for me. It's I have Denis Tsyplenkov right at the top of the sport. The key for me was movement. I kind of anticipated that his static strength would be very strong, and I thought that the best way for me to break through it would be just to work through his ranges piece by piece, and break him down in that manner. I executed that plan.
Wow, what a night. Devon came in with an insane game plan. Like, he technically, tactically did everything right. And you see the match, Devon wasn't talking, Devon wasn't doing any of the things he usually does. His mindset was, I'm gonna beat you like you beat me. The only thing he said, I don't know if you heard, but he said in Russian, remember me. So that's, I think he said it to Denis like multiple times.
Denis destroyed me in 2018. Tonight was my night. I hope that Denis stays with it. I hope that this is just all still part of Denis's comeback. There's not many people who are going to beat Denis. I think that he's very sticky, and I think that he will continue to learn it's been a while for him since he's been in high-level competition. You know, even Denis has an aura about him that he's one of those invincible guys. And but he's got some ring rust, you know, at the high level.
It's hard to come back. Denis spat, he said he wanted to take John, Devon, and then Levon. I would love if he stays and we get him another match and see where he is, and slowly he goes the path that everyone goes through the paces, gets more matches in, and then we'll see maybe different Denis. You have to be active to be good. Everyone knows it. You want to become a boxer, you don't lift weights, you don't hit bags, you go and box. Same thing in arm wrestling. You want to become a better arm wrestler, you go compete, or you go and train your ass off and compete as much as you can.
I watch him train. I'm sure he will adjust his training. The sport continues to evolve, refine itself, become more precise, and I'm sure his training will reflect the changes that have happened over the last 5 years, and he'll be back stronger and better. Yeah, Jody's got all my stuff though.
Видишь, защита от него хорошая, более-менее держал, атаки не было. Все тренировки были на защиту. Надо атаку усиливать. Вот я, получается, середину отдал и держу. Всех своих я перестоять мог, а Девона не смог.
Что, 6 месяцев и победа за вами.
Будем готовиться. Спасибо.
Казахстан приезжает.
Ждем. Будешь тренироваться дальше. Ну, когда-то надо проиграть. Потому что мотивация.
Мастодон брать тоже, да.
I would say to Denis, keep your head up. Don't let one loss define you. You've had a glittering career. It's not over yet. This is the beginnings of a new era. When you defeated Devon in 2018, it directed him on a different path. Look around you, look at the love, look at the appreciation for you in the sport. Look how much you give to the sport and it has given to you. And take the next step, bravely, take it. There was a lot of sort of surreal behind the scenes stuff going on here, and I think, as I say, everything, the weather, the climate, the fact that we had thunder and lightning indoors and out just came together perfectly to make this thing special. And it was special. It was something I'll never forget. The experience tonight and watching these guys throw it all on the line as they do. How can you not love this sport, you know? How can you not love this sport? Arm wrestling is on the rise. It's on the rise.